Let's keep investigating.
Get your ass over here if you want to live. Watch out for the mines. Quick, they're coming. Lock and load. They'll be here any second. Over here. Hang tight. There's always a second wave. Cut it out, will you? Why did you take a holodisc picture? It'll last longer. Whew. Say, you're pretty decent in a firefight.
Thank you. You're not too bad yourself.
Well, with what I do for a living, you need to be. Sorry, I'm being a complete asshole. I'm Sydney. It's good to meet a fellow relic hunter. Come on. You and I both know this is where the Declaration of Independence is stashed. No need to be coy about it. Good old Abraham Washington sent you on the same suicide mission he sent me on. The only problem is, you're not going to get it without my help.
So what are you proposing?
Simple. We pool our resources, grab the Declaration, and make for Rivet City and split the reward. I've studied the plans of this place. So without me, you're going to go in circles. What do you say?
Sure.
Smart move. Okay. The Declaration is secured in the Archive's strong room underground. There's a concealed cargo lift right here in the center of the rotunda. I've spent a few days hacking the lock with my remote terminal. When you're ready, punch in the password. Let's get going. It's only a scratch. I'll be fine.
Here.
Thanks. I'll use it right away.
Retrieve the Declaration of Independence from the National Archives. Oh, don't mind. Pick up my mines.
There's a cargo lift right here in the rotunda. It should take us directly down to the lower levels. I was hacking the system right before we were attacked. The code should be, "We the People." I got your back. Over here! Look out! Yeah! Yeah!
Game's over!
Where? Duck! Bring it! You to mess with me. This is the long way down to the East Wing. I'd suggest we head back to the Rotunda and take the cargo lift.
There you are!
So it looks like several people tried to come down here in the east, under the East Wing, and seek shelter. And they had they took with them a couple of laser rifles, but it didn't work out for them. In here too.
Why don't you just come out where I can see you?
And a pulse mine. So I'm guessing that the automatrons down here took these people out after the war. Show what happens when you go through this place alone, and then I'm going to reload a save and show you what happens when you go with Sydney all the way through the quest.
You've breached our defenses, evaded our best soldiers, and you've raided my home. But I have not yet begun to fight. I cannot allow you to steal our freedom. The Declaration must remain here. It is our symbol of hope, the one thing that cries out, we are a free nation.
Just who are you exactly?
Why, I am Button Gwynett, second signer of the Declaration of Independence and distinguished representative from Georgia. I know your fighting prowess far exceeds my own, but I will still duel you to the death if I must. What will it be then? Rapiers? Pistols at dawn? Out with it! This is no mere document, madam. This is the doctrine laid down by my fellow members of the Second Continental Congress. It absolves us of the tyranny of King George III of Great Britain. It is, perhaps, the greatest symbol of this free nation. Broken promises and deceit may be the way of Great Britain's crown, but I will not succumb to such tomfoolery. Since it appears you wish to resolve this without bloodshed, may I suggest you stand down and surrender? I can promise that you will be treated well, in a manner accustomed to any member of the Royal Army. Please explain, but I warn you, I am well versed on the tactics of the underhanded Redcoat spy. You do well to remember that. Interesting. I had a plan for just this sort of situation. Perhaps this will prove that you're here as an ally rather than an enemy. We create a forgery of the Declaration and send it off to Great Britain. It might be just the delay we need to get the document out of here safely. I'd love to be at court when King George finds out he wasted all his resources gaining a forgery. We have to be cautious, though. The British scholars would recognize a poor duplicate almost immediately. If you were to bring me some iron gall ink, I could produce a mirror-perfect duplication. The best place to find some would be in the Arlington Library, which is why I have been unable to do this myself. After all, I can't abandon these fortifications.
I'll try and get the ink for you.
Excellent. Please hasten back. There's no telling how much longer we can hold here at the fort. I hear the thumping of that cannonade getting closer by the minute. Soon our walls will be breached, and the last bastion of the USA may fall. I've not yet begun to fight.